Well, g'day Rusters. Welcome back to Rust Tutorial. This is number 4 today. Today is a flying lesson. So, of course you need a mini or something to fly. They all do fly differently, this mini and the big scrap copter. They do fly different. So, most servers, when you get these, you're going to need fuel. Get lots and lots of fuel. You're going to need lots of fuel. Don't put just a little bit in and then you fly along and then all of a sudden you're going down and crashing. Try to get lots of fuel. I put, well, I've got a fair bit here. I'm going to put around 2600 in the fuel tank. And of course this is your passenger seat. You can't fly out of this one. And you want to fly out of this back one here. Now some servers, they have the minis with an extra seat here, an extra seat here, and then there's one back here on the tail. This server just has 2 seats, the normal mini. So you want to jump in. Now, first thing to remember, you can look around if you hold Alt. Hold Alt down and you can do your head movement. That's like in the game, you know, all the time you can do that look around, right? And then let go, all it snaps back to the front. So that comes in handy if you're looking down, looking for stuff, or, you know, while you're flying. What you want to do is to get just airborne a little bit and get used to it. Don't get really high. Now the controls are W for forwards and is up. To go up is W. A will kind of tilt you to the left. D will tilt you to the right, and S goes down. So once you get going here, do very, very, very minute mouse controls. Mouse will actually pitch you forwards. If you go up with your mouse, down with your mouse will be backwards. And it's hard to explain until we get up there, but basically, if you go left with your mouse, it'll kind of tilt your chopper that way, and right like this will tilt it that way. Forward, of course, is, you know, forward like this, and then back is like this. So you got to find yourself a happy medium once you get up and going. I generally don't let go of W, the up button, so to get your chopper to get into the air. I generally don't let that go until I'm kind of landing, even when I'm flying. If you don't, it'll kind of slowly come down, and you can change, of course, your pitch forwards and stuff, and that'll make it come down really fast. You know, you boom down like that. So you want to go real gentle, real easy. So let's get her fired up here first. Just hit W once, it'll start to spool up. So I'm not touching anything right now on the keyboard, the mouse, or anything. Now, if you're taking off on a hill, we'll try that. It's going to be different. You're going to have to compensate right away. So here you can see I'm putting the mouse just to the left, how it's turning. And it might not do it here because I want a bit of a slope. There's the mouse going down. It'll get you backwards and then all back forward. So let's get her up in the air. Sometimes, and I do it all the time, I'm not a professional pilot. Sometimes it'll mess up for me even. And then just hit S, put her back on the ground, and then start again. If you don't crash. Don't get too high though. Like, I wouldn't go any higher right now when you're learning than the hydro wires here, the power wires. So hit W and it'll start to go up. See how that's drifting that way? So you want to compensate and go a little bit the other way with your mouse. So we'll get her up and it'll kind of hover on its own. So I'm just doing very light mouse inputs there. So trying to keep her centered, go up a little higher maybe so we don't hit the ground here. It's a bit kind of hilly. So I'm going to go left with the mouse, and that'll do this. See how it's still going down? No? I'm not pushing W right now. So let's get her back up there. And so I'm going to hit D now, and I'm going to turn ourselves this way. So if you go too fast, it's going to tilt back. See how it's tilting back to the back left? So you got to compensate and go with your mouse to the front right to compensate that. So let's get up here. Let's get away from this line here. Let's get up and try that again here. So I'm going to compensate this time with my mouse when I turn. So if you go like this, compensate top right with your mouse. See how it comes around? Actually, I went a little bit too much there. And And let's go up a little bit higher again. Same thing the other way. If you go A on your keyboard, it's gonna tilt to the back right, so go front left, top left with your mouse. Very, very slow inputs. If you go too much, this will happen. And then you're down, crashing. Now most servers, this one is PvE, so they've turned damage off on the helicopters. That would have taken damage and probably blown up normally on a PvP server. Okay, so up we go. And to go forwards now, just push up on your mouse a little bit. It'll pitch forward. See how I'm going down again? You want to hit W and it'll kind of go up. So now it's going to keep going up if you only pitch forward a little bit like this. We're getting altitude, and that's fine. But once you want to get flying along, just pitch it forward a little bit more until you kind of find a happy medium there. And you're flying. So now I'm going to use just the left mouse, and it'll turn you that way a bit. Or right mouse, it'll turn you that way a little bit. And if you want to stop, pull down. You want to slow down, pull down. Now I let off W now because we're not flying. It'll just hover here. Okay, so we want to go back to base now. So you want to hit A, start turning. Tilt that way again, or she's gonna, you know, if you don't, it's gonna go like this. Whoa. See how it kind of went off? So I'm hitting W again and kind of trying to use the mouse to square it off again. And that worked out pretty good. Alright. That's our little house there, I guess. So, so if you want to go really high, just kind of keep holding W. It'll go up as high as it can. It'll go up, and then it'll probably drop down a little bit. Now, if I went over that little mountain straight ahead of us there, you'd probably actually go a little higher, because it's based off the ground below you, how high you can actually go. But you can go pretty high. I mean, it's pretty decent. So I can hold Alt to look around now. The thing with the Alt, though, you got to really, really make sure you're hitting Alt and not space. If you hit space, he'll just automatically jump out, and you will die. So that's not a good thing. But that's about as high as we can go. So I'm still holding W, and I'm just going to pitch forward a little bit. Now you can just go slow if you want to. You don't have to go really fast. If you go too much forward, let's show you what happens if you go too much forward. It'll actually start to dive down. And I use that the odd time too. But you want to get compensating real soon, or you'll never get it back. You'll crash. So now I'm just kind of, you know, right mouse a little bit. Left mouse, and we'll try to stay away from there because there is SAM sites there that will shoot you. But we'll try to follow this road here as best we can. So you can see I'm keyboarding there. It's a keyboard, and then if you want to do a good turn, so say I want to turn past these power towers here, I use the mouse and A. And hold W, hold W, hold W. Don't let W go. I hold it the whole time I'm flying. And then I just adjust my pitch up and down with my mouse, so that keeps you going kind of the same level. So, once you get a bit of practice at it, it's going to take a bit. It took me a while to get used to how much mouse input to put. It's very, very micro mouse inputs. Or you'll end up going down. So if you're on, let's find a good slope here. I'll show you what happens if you don't compensate on the slope. There's a good one right here, just by this pig here. So say there's a crate there. Oh, I want to get that crate. I'm coming in for landing. Gonna land on it. Well, wait till you see this slope we're gonna be on here. It's gonna be leaning back quite a bit, and sometimes I mess this up too. Try to get landed here. Landing's a bit tricky too. You just want to find your spot, use your mouse, slow down, try to get that center balance point. And it's not much of a slope. Let's see if we can find another better slope here. Okay, that's a pretty good slope. So you can see we're on a bit of a hill here now. So when you take off, it's going to want to go back. So you're going to want to, as soon as you get up, start mousing forwards. So let's jump on here, fire it up. Now if you don't want it to go anywhere, just keep holding S. Push S, and then it won't actually take off. So when if I just take off with no mouse movement here, oh, actually that wasn't too bad. Sometimes they'll take off backwards, you know, so you'll kind of, no, it's not gonna do it on here. Sometimes, anyways, it'll take off and go like, whoa, like this. You gotta try to mouse forward a whole bunch, find that balance point, and get her back. And if you're gonna have problems, just put her back down again. So sometimes the chopper will land weird or something, and this one will be actually a good example here if you go this way on the hill. Okay, so you can see how much slope we got there now. It might come straight up. Honestly, it's different. Sometimes it changes. It'll come up nice like we just did the last time there, or it'll just take off that way. So let's try again here. Fire it up. I'm going to hold S until it spools up. Yeah, that one seems to be taking off. Let's see, it kind of went to the left there a little bit, which is kind of backwards, but let's see here. It's not much of a hill here, really. A little bit better here. So very slight mouse controls movement. Hit S, go down. Okay, so see, it's kind of doing it on. So hit S and hold it down until you're ready. Now this I would start to pitch it forward right away, which is pushing up on my mouse. Yeah, and that's actually come off pretty nice there, so. Now here, sounds like a Chinook coming in somewhere. Now landing on a very small object can be done with a lot of practice. Let's say we want to land on this guy's roof. We're going to raid this guy's base. I want to land on this guy's roof. So you want to come in, slow yourself down by, you know, pulling backwards, and just let it drift in. I got no keyboard control right now, no M. It's just kind of slowly coming down on its own. And then once you get over it, hit S like right now, and it'll just kind of plop right down. There you go, right in the middle of it. We'll go try doing the, wherever the dome is here. Oh, we can raid this guy. I don't know whose base this is, but anybody home? You have the T on? So you can't use these ones in here because, like how you can authorize on this TC though. I don't know whose base this is, but they didn't seal her up too well. Can't use any other entities because I didn't place them. That's a plugin for the server. So yeah, I don't know whose base this is, but boy, you should put a lock on your hatch there, bud. How do I get out of here now? Forget. Oh yeah. All right. So pretend this is our base. We are going to take off and go to the dome and check. Now, the thing with this server is the dome does have SAM sites. He put SAM sites on his dome here to make everybody do the, where is the dome here? Oh, there's a good one, for instance. There's a crate right here on the road. We'll go do that crate. So you want to land fairly close to the crate. So just up, W up, pitch forward, slowly until you kind of get some altitude and you get comfortable. So I'm still going up so I can pitch forward a little bit more. Check your map. Should be just down here on the road, so you want to start pulling back. Mouse down, pulling back. Well, that's not very friendly of you, mister. And I'm just hitting A a bit there to turn. Mouse over to straighten that out. And slowly come down. There's no race, unless you're in a race, but there's no race. I think that chopper just dropped that off. So hit space there, you'll jump out. And begin the hack. Sweet. Ooh, what do we get? We need that. Probably should take that. I don't need that. We'll take those. Oh, well, take that. I don't need this stuff. Dump her out. Okay. Let's go. Oh, someone's house decayed there. Very, very much so. Alright, so jump in. W, spool it up. I hold S until it spools up, because sometimes it'll act weird and kind of mess you up when you're taking off. See how it jumps a bit there, right? Alright, so I'm still holding S. I'm going to hold G now. Look at the map. I'm holding S and G now. The dome is right there. So put a mark there. The marks help because then you can see which way you got to go. Of course, right? So we got to go up and to the left a bit. So W, Gonna let her float a minute. I'm gonna turn A a little bit here, line up the mark, and start pitch forward. So this we probably won't be able to get on his dome here because he's got the SAMs on it. It'll be a lot more stressful than normal, we'll say, but let's see, are they gonna start shooting at us? Probably will. But landing up here is very small and good for practice, that's for sure. I don't see any SAMs. Maybe he took them off. Nope, they're there. Okay, so we're gonna slow down here a little bit. They're kind of not shooting at me. Try to land with the front seat right on this thing, so I've got to mouse on left a little bit and then just plop her down. Just like that. Off a little bit, but hey, we're here. So we'll check these boxes. That's a nice sign for our house. We'll take that. Yeah, I need a mailbox. Good stuff on this server. This is, of course, Canadian PvE. I don't need any of that. Lots of water stuff on these. Now, there's one more crate down inside. I don't think I'm going to bother looking at that now. So, taking off here, sometimes things will get caught, too. This one's not bad. If you get your tail caught or something, it's not going to take off. So, either on this, depends what server you're, you might have to go buy a new one at the bandit camp there, or you might just have to respawn it. So, we're going to spool it up. I'm going to hold S so it doesn't act kind of weird. Now this we're going to have to do a really aggressive fast takeoff because potentially there could be SAMs coming after us. So we're going to go up real quick and then forward real fast. And it's going to be diving down there, but that's okay because, yeah, see the SAM hit us there. We're okay. We're good. We're good. Okay, so mouse back. Woo! And we are now at the water treatment plant. We could go in here and check these crates. He's probably got guys roaming around here. Some servers, these monuments are just totally dead. I was going to do a tutorial video on how to do these monuments and get the secret crates, but I don't think I'm going to, because this server, you just kind of, you don't have to do the whole thing. But anyways, let's go in here. This one, you only have to have the key card and you go knock on the door. And, I don't know. I'm sure you guys know how to do all them, so. Anyways, let's check this out. I think we already know that. Yes, we do. Take some extra clothes, maybe. Check these out. I don't think I need any of those. Most of this stuff I don't need. Maybe I'll take an extra one of them. Oh, maybe I'll take that drop box. Throw it on their house. In case anybody wants to leave me presents. Let's open the door. Go here and check this green crate. Oh, hello, wolf. Coming right for my thing, aren't you? Simple light. Oh, that was a mailbox. I thought it was a mailbox. I don't know why they haven't changed that yet. Or just added them into the games. Okay, you need to get going. It's too bad the sounds don't actually scare them here. You shoot a gun, that guy would be gone like a rocket. You actually have to shoot him, and then, yeah, now I'll bugger off. That's something that they need to kind of change in game, I think. Alright, one more crate, and then there's crates up here. We're going to go land up there. I'll show you. It's probably going to get stuck. Don't need any of that stuff. There was another wolf there. That might get stuck up there. It's definitely, get out of here. It's definitely a good practice. Okay, so we'll spool her up, holding down S. We'll have to go up and then use our D key on the keyboard to turn that way, and then compensate the other way with the mouse. So we're going to go up, we're going to hit D, get things, clear things first, compensate. Went up a little high there, but that's okay. So this is a tricky one. You can get in here and get out of here. Sometimes it gets, the tail will get stuck underneath the railing around here, but we're going to just land right on top of these crates. Right about in here. So you got to kind of know your, remember, you can do this too if you wanted to. So just drop her down there. Now that's potentially going to come out of there again. I wish so we weren't too bad. think I need any of this stuff. I'm pretty sure we got a bed at home, but we'll take a spare maybe. Check this one out. Yeah, we don't want that. We can't really build around there a whole lot, so. Yeah, we don't really need any of this stuff. Just dump it out. Okay, so yeah, we are pretty good here. We're pretty close back here, though. We might almost have got that. But now you can push these things too, right? So if you hold down E, give you that little window thing you can push. There. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it makes it worse. Alright, so we want to go straight up and then mouse to the right. Get away from the pipes and stuff here. Fire it up, hold down S till it spools up. While it's doing that, you could plan where you're going to go next. Let's go... Dangerous over at the launch site, but there's another crate there. Let's go do that. So we're going to have to alter our flight path here a little bit, and we could either come around this way, which we probably will, and then in, or we could just come straight this way too. There's going to be Sam's shooting at me here and over here, so we might go around the long way. Okay, so W up, and we're going to mouse to the right a little bit. Get over that railing first, though. And get up here, and then we're going to get up a little higher where we can see the launch site. I'm going to hit A or D, whatever you like, and then just mouse compensate the other way. There's the launch site there. So hold W down the whole time here, and start to pitch forward as we start to fly. And hold W. If you don't hold W, this is what happens. Oh, I'm flying, I'm flying, I'm flying. Well, look, it's starting to come down now. Right? It's like you're landing, so hold W down the whole time. It'll come back. I'm just pulling back a bit to get a bit more altitude. You can only go forward so fast, or like I say, it'll start to, you know, nosedive on you. Like this, like we're coming down way too fast. So you want to pull back on the mouse and bring her back up, get some more altitude on her. Altitude is your friend when you're flying. Just so you know. So we'll stay away from. Our house should be around here somewhere, just over there, I think. We'll stay away from the SAM sites here, maybe even a little more. And just mousing to the right. It'll kind of fly you away. And straighten back up again. Now this box is probably, you know, might be up on the edge here. There's a big hole thingy here. It doesn't look like it from here, but of course you guys, if you've seen this. So I'm going to start to A, pitch over a little bit this way, and kind of keep your mouse balanced. We'll see if we can find this box. It might have fallen down below here, I don't know. And I'm letting off W to kind of drift in a little bit, try to keep away from that tower. Oh, there's heavy scientists here. Okay, I see that box. Heavy scientists. They seem kind of runny to me. So we'll. Where the heck is that box? That one's running away. Oh, there's one coming this. Oh, look at them all. Okay, I'm not really equipped for this. I don't have big guns and stuff to take them on, so we're just gonna hit D, and we're gonna go somewhere else. Let's go up a bit higher here. It'll kind of float on its own. And yeah, we're not gonna do that crate because I don't have guns. Let's go to the airfield, see what's going on. There's another box here. Let's go do this one. Okay, so we'll set that course so it's kind of behind us, so we're just going to compensate, hit D. There we go, straight for it. Start pitch forward with the mouse. And we'll go do a couple more things, and then that'll be your flying lesson for today. Once you get onto it, it's pretty easy. It's just took me a while, slow process. Took me a while to get, you know, used to it. Just very, very slow mouse inputs. Don't go too fast. Try to take, you know, about where the power wires are. Go up about that high and just kind of mess around a little bit with it until you don't fall and kill yourself. So there's that crate there. So we'll just let off W, and you can either let it slowly come down, or you can hit S, and he'll come down a little faster. He'll come down sort of fast enough that he'll kind of hit the ground a bit too hard. Let's see here. If you just keep holding S, this is how hard he comes down. So you don't want to hit S too hard. You want to kind of hit W again, just about as you're coming down to touchdown. And that's pretty much all you'll need. Gotta remember, if this was a PvP server, that helicopter probably would have exploded on that hard of a hit down. So, all right, there's a bit of a slope there too. We take up. We'll see what happens. Let's open this feller up. Oh, that one's a quick one. So, oh, 5C4. Thank you. Learn that door. Already know that one. And good. All right, where are we gonna go next? We could go to, what have we got to grind up? Not really anything, but we could go and land. Good little test. Go land at the lighthouse here. Now, is there one closer here at all? There's only, oh, there's another crate there. We'll fly over and do that one after, maybe. All right, let's head to that lighthouse. So W, hold down S. S is your down button, of course. And then W, and then compensate to the right with your mouse a little bit. Although this one seems to kind of do it for you on the server. I wonder if he's got something to help you take off on this server. Okay, pretty much straight ahead. There's the old outpost. Start to mouse forward a little bit. Realign yourself. So you could fly like this. Sort of on the side. If you look at the map, you can definitely see we're sliding sideways. And you can fly like that if you want, but you can't really see anything. So you want to D and then mouse a little bit until you get realigned again. And there you go. Lots of buildings on here. Pretty neat. It's got no stability on here, so. Alright, I see the lighthouse in the forecast here, we'll say, in the horizon. And then we got to kind of remember where our house is. We'll maybe go get that other crate just for some more flying experience. All right, so we're coming up. We're good altitude right now. I want to just get to the right a little bit. You know, let off W and kind of just float down a little bit. Float down. Hold on W again to kind of level off. Pull the mouse back to slow down a little bit. It's a pretty narrow landing in here, so now we should land sort of by that ladder. So we'll go to the right a little bit, pull back a little bit, hold W a little bit, get her leveled off. Try to get closer to that building. Just kind of letting it float down on its own. Oh, she compensated a little weird there. And hit S, jump down, jump off. Well, we didn't do too bad. We're close to this barrel here, but we can fix that. There we go. All right. So we're here. That's good. We made her. We didn't die. So I'm not going to go up there or nothing, but anyways, let's jump on your shore. She's, well, sitting kind of weird there. It's almost like it's sunk in the ground or sunk in the cement there, but anyways. So it might want to pull that way when we take off of here. It might go straight up. I don't know. But as soon as we get up here and above the railings and stuff, start to pull backwards and get away from the building here so you don't hit the building. So pull backwards, touches down on the mouse, get away from the building. And let her hover there. It should be alright for a minute. It'll hover. Let's go over to this crate. So we're going to have to go around. So we're going to go up. We're going to hit D and turn. We'll find our little arrow we just put on there, which is there. So I'm going to go about 30 degrees. And that'll take us kind of up and around. Once we see the launch site, we can go around it. Maybe 40 degrees. And we should be good. Got good altitude, so we'll pitch forward a little more. Kind of find that balance. Like I say, if you go too much, you'll start to come down again. See how we're coming down? Wish they had an altimeter on the gauges here. So you got a fuel gauge too, so if you look down, see your fuel gauge, we're right full. And once you get good and get things kind of level flying here, you can turn and then hit E and look at your fuel storage. So we've got, it's going down, but we still got lots in there. So I should show you what happens if you don't put enough fuel in. Okay, 74 fuel, that should do. So if you look down there, it's just off full now, right? So it'll eat that up fairly quick, but we'll show you what happens if you don't put enough fuel in, or you happen to forget and, you know, run out of fuel or whatever. Okay, we're coming around the launch site, so we're going to come back around to our marker now. Just want to stay away from the SAM sites there, because they will kill you. And look down, check the fuel. Oh, we're getting down almost to half a tank. You look around here and hit E, down to 66 already. She burns it up pretty quick. I'll show you what happens if you run out of fuel while you're flying. It's not a good day. We might not get her right now on this trip, but once we get up and going again. Sometimes you can save it. Sometimes you can't. So we're kind of in the middle here. Should be up on the hill here. There's the old military base. Oh boy, lots of guns needed in there. Alright, we'll see. We're getting here, so we'll start slowing down. Let the W off. Bring the mouse down a little bit to back off. W again to kind of hover. And slowly drift in. See if we can find this crate. And we'll land near it. We're awful close to it here. Must be just past these trees. There's a good slope to take off from here. And a tree right there, that's going to make it fun. So let's plant her here. It might just come up like normal, but that's a pretty good slope there. Alright, let's grab this crate. Now grabbing... I thought I grabbed that. Okay, maybe I didn't. That should be good. Alright, so now where do we want to go after here? There's a big cave or something right there. That's, of course, across the map again. Well, that's probably pretty good for your first flying lesson. Gives you the basics. There's another cave there by the looks of things. Let's just fly over there. Check that out. See if we can run out of fuel here. Show you what happens. Okay, so hold W, or hit W and hold S. And let's see how she takes off here. Yeah, it takes off not too bad on the server. Sometimes that would be a total nightmare. Okay, so we'll get turning, compensating with the mouse. Find our mark and start to pitch forward. Mouse up. We'll fly over this cave here, and then I think we'll head her home or down about here somewhere, I think it was. So how much fuel we got left? Oh boy, we're running out. Down to 41. See what happens. See what happens. We run out of fuel here. It'll go down to the red there, and then basically just, well, you'll see. We'll just keep flying around. It's going to fly over this cave here and see what it looks like. Cave in the cold should be coming up. Should be another house right there. Yeah, that's it there. There'll be a cave entrance right down in there. Yeah, there's the mining carts. Okay, that's good. Let's just keep flying around here. We've got 30 left. So now most servers, if you're PvP server, this would kill you. If you don't jump out at the right time, you can actually sail down with the chopper here and then jump out just before it hits. And you'll probably be alright. The explosion of the chopper might kill you though. Let's see here. Let's go this way. We're almost out of fuel. It's down to the red now. That's not good. 19. And this could happen anywhere, so you never know. Oh, there's the attack chopper right there. Well, we're going to have to go back this way, I think. That didn't work out the way I kind of wanted it to, the attack chopper right there. We got to be just about out of fuel, though. 12. Okay. We should be alright. He's passing there now, so yeah, we're okay. Whew. Alright, so as you can see, the fuel gauge is kind of quivering a bit now. That's not too good. So what happens if you run out of fuel? Well, you're going to see momentarily here. We're going to wherever we're going to. Kind of running out of real estate there, so we'll go back this way. Okay, we got to be getting close. Oh, down to our last one. Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! I got no controls. I got no controls. So what you want to do is jump out right now. And not only that would have exploded and probably would have killed you, but that's what happens if you run out of fuel. So, like I say, put lots of fuel in, as much as you can, and then you won't have to worry about that. Alright. Well, let's head her back home. So if you want a advanced takeoff, sometimes you'll have to use this. We're going to hit W and pull back on the mouse, or down on the mouse. Sometimes you need to use a takeoff kind of like that, the flying backwards kind of thing. That takes a lot of practice. You got to really make sure your surroundings behind you. But it is doable. Okay, we should be about there somewhere. Let's see, we're going to look around, so we've got to go the other way here. It looks like he's got guys at the airport here too, probably heavies. Do a little dive bomb on him here. Pull back up. Oh yeah, they're not too happy. They don't like me much. So, in flight snack. Wow, they almost got me there. He's got them pretty accurate, I think. Alright. Oh, something just landed at the must be a crate or something, a daily crate. Let's go check that out. Before we go home, our home is to the left side, I think, here. Maybe I went the wrong way here, did I? Yeah, we're over here, I think, somewhere. Looks like a crate here, so we're going to slow down and W again to kind of level things off. See if we get killed here. There's probably going to be scientists here. So we're just mousing a bit. Sometimes I jump out early, let the thing land on its own. Haven't got much of a gun here, but hey, we'll take these. Why not? Two crates. Daily crates, I guess. That's a bit better of a gun, maybe. Let's put some of this... Oh, we got a bunch of junk over there, too. Can't take everything. Alright, so the other thing I have a problem with is remembering where the heck did I leave my mini? Get too far away and it's like, oh, crap, there it is, yep. Now, some servers, they have the... Like I could do the /G mini. And it'll, whoa, bring it back to you. Alright, let's head her home. Yeah, I think we're over here. I don't know why I was going that way, but... Oh, that was a little crazy takeoff. Try to compensate for it, though, and it should be alright. Alright. sure we're not getting sammed here. No, we're good. Yeah, we're over here. Just on the hill by the outpost. Mining outpost. So you can get brave too and start flying through trees. Trees, you can't hit them, it's an obstacle. And they do hurt. They will really crash you hard. And ride it down. That's all I can really say. If you jump out, it's probably going to be worse. Come in for a landing. And done. Alright, now, servers like this too. Some of them don't need fuel. Take your fuel out because people will steal it on you. Sometimes you can't get into the other people's choppers. But anyways. We should probably do a flight in the... If I can get it here. I can't. Some servers let you do the Chinook. Some don't. What is it on here? He's just got my mini. I don't think you can't just... Okay, so we're going to have to go to... oh, can't do that. Okay, we're going to have to fly to the bandit camp to buy the big scrap copter. The big scrap copter. Bandit camp. We're not too far away. We'll just fly our mini there. He just doesn't have... I wonder if I could spawn it through the... No, let's do it this way. Let's go over and buy it. I've got some scrap. They don't have a whole lot, though. Let's see. I don't know how much they are. We don't have probably enough. Okay, well, let's go down. And I'm not going to go through the whole thing today of getting a whole bunch of scrap. We'll just... we'll scrap some of this stuff here that we've got. Maybe we can get a little more scrap that way, but... I'm going to get rid of this gun, I think. Yeah, we're not going to get much scrap out of this stuff, I don't think. They don't tell you on the map how much it is, so I can't remember now. I think it's more than what we've got here, though, but... because I don't really have... Oh, there's 1,000 scrap there. That should be enough. Should be enough. If not, he's giving me access to the thing in here, so I'll just get a little bit extra scrap that way, I think. And okay, so let's go grab the big scrap copter. It does fly a lot different than this thing does. It's a lot slower inputs. But, I mean, it works good, but it's just, it'll take, it's not as snappy, we'll say, as this one. It's like flying a bus. That's essentially what it is. Or this is like flying, basically, like a little mosquito or a hummingbird or something. The other one's like flying a bus. Alright, headed to the bandit camp here, and I'll go buy one of those. Hopefully I got enough scrap on me for that. If not, I'll just scrap a little bit of scrap in for us. I think it's 1,000, but you know what? I'm not 100% sure. I don't generally usually buy one of them because they are such a bust to fly. I just don't usually worry or, you know, get them. All right. So we'll go in here. I'll probably just land on the outside and run in so there's not too... Well, there's room in here, I guess. So we'll compensate. Land over here. Go see the guy at the door thingy there. Crashed almost. Okay. Take out your fuel. Now the scrap copter burns up a lot more fuel too. Hey, bud. Hello. I like to buy a helicopter. I like to buy a transport helicopter. Sure, that'll be $12.50. Yay, we had enough. Oop. Thanks, goodbye, exit. Okay, there it is. Now these should come with fuel in them. Give 10,000 fuel, so that should be good. That's kind of nice. Okay, so we've got many positions here. You can take your friends. Sometimes they'll fall out the back, though, just so you know. You can get in here. I'm just having problems, apparently, today. Anyways, probably where it's parked there, but you can take, of course, the pilot, co-pilot. Everything applies as the same as the other one, so W. It'll spool up, hold down S. It's just a lot more laggy, this one, to fly. Really slow, get lots of altitude, though. That's all I can say, so you have time to compensate. So, up we go, W. She should go straight up. It's a lot slower. You can still look around, too, and I don't like this one as much because you can't really see as much, so. And let's head her back to base. You can see it's really pitching over there when I just hit D, so you want to... You kind of got to hold W all the time on this because it'll just drop like a stone too, this thing. It'll float a little bit, but not great. But same basic thing. I like the little Mini better. It's a lot quicker, snappier. It's a lot easier to land on people's roofs or whatever. So let's head her back home with this. But basically the same thing. You know, you pitch forward too much, it's going to do the same thing. It's going to come down real fast. So you want to try to compensate. It takes a lot more to come back, a lot more mouse movement. But try to do little mouse movements, but more mouse movements, if you know what I mean. Now the Chinook, as some servers will allow you to use that, it's just totally different how it flies. It is so incredibly snappy. It's not really meant for players, that one. This one they've dulled it down quite a bit. But yeah, it's the same sort of thing, this one. Just a little bit slower feeling. Take your time with it. It's not meant for speed, this thing, that's for sure. Alright, we'll come in for a landing here, and that'll probably be it for your flying lessons for today. So just practice, practice, practice. That's all you can do. And we'll just come in, start pulling down on the mouse, slow down a little bit, and just let her drift in. Alright, we had 10,000 fuel. How much are we down to now? We've got free fuel out of it, so it used up a fair bit, didn't it? Wow. Just flying that little distance. But anyways, there we go. I'm going to go in here before the chopper kills me. So thanks again for watching. There is your flying tutorial. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Just practice, practice, practice. Little bits at a time. Ooh, he might see me. And we'll catch you all later. Thanks again for watching. I don't know if I'll be doing another tutorial. That was kind of all I really had planned. The basic build, gathering stuff, doing your workbenches and stuff. And then a flying lesson. If you guys think of something else that you'd like to see a tutorial on, let me know in the comments here, and we'll see what we can do. Some of the puzzles, maybe. Puzzles are, well, you've seen me do those before, but I mean, we could do some of the puzzles if you want. This server's not good for puzzles because you just basically need the key card, so you don't have to do the whole puzzle. So, but anyways, there we go. Thanks again for watching. We'll catch you all later, and happy flying. Just practice, 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 and slow mouse movements. You'll get her.